don't hear a response. I say, Vanakkam, I don't hear a response.
Yeah.
I say, Assalamu alaikum, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
When I say, Sanborani, the groom lights up. How come? Let's start again. Namaste.
Namaste.
Walaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Malikum.
That's it. Sanborani. Thank you. I want to acknowledge a few people that are here in the room. First, I will start off by acknowledging our keynote speaker and sponsor, Ms. Priya Sen, Advocate Priya Sen, WA, Women of Africa, my good friend and comrade, the CEO of Eddington Hospital, Dr. Sangisa, Dr. Arun, the lady that helped put this together. Many dates have been changed, many venues have been. I must tell you this, the venue was the boardroom or the office, the prayer room of Dr. Sangisa's upstairs there on the 15th floor. I went up to the 15th floor, ladies and gentlemen, and I looked at the 15th floor and I said, Excellence Award, this place is not excellent enough. I have this award. And I said to him, come on, let's do something better, because I think our doctors, nurses, and the staff really excel. And we then moved the date and time to another venue, and that is Copper Chimney. The food that we eat today from that particular venue. But when we looked at the numbers of people, and we said the venue is just too small for that event. So we moved the date again. But we moved it so far from all the other dates. I think it's a month after that. And we found the 22nd of May. And we also had to look at the diary of our keynote speaker, because she just flew in last night or yesterday from Dubai. And we'll try and see that we can coincide this event with her schedule. So there have been lots and lots of changes. So the program today has got lots of changes as well, and the MC is taking note of that. And a board member, my comrade as well, Councillor Fabrice. I know him for many years. Councillor, welcome. I want to also welcome the Deputy President of KIBA, Dr. Sandy Kalyan, a lady who does a lot of work in the background. I'm always getting the accolades for it. Dr. Sandy Kalyan, and I see the PRO here, Marusha. Welcome. You know, in politics, you must say all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly an honor for me to be here tonight. I don't get a chance to be amongst so many medical people in my life.
Yeah.
I sit with politicians. And you know them. You know them.
Yeah.
You know them well. As the CEO said, the commissions.
Yeah.
So I sit with them. To be able to be amongst medical people, doctors, nurses, and medical staff, well, it's a rare honor, actually. But I want to celebrate it tonight. It's also, I think, the theatre staff from Eddington Hospital, you have done extremely well. I don't know if those persons who were judging got anesthetic before they walked in, your theatre, And then they judged in the, they did the judging, or it was, they came in there really awake. You know, normally I get into theater, as they wheel me in, they put that blue thing on my head, and they give me something on my nose, and I'm out. So if the judges had that, and they judge your, well, I hope not. And ladies and gentlemen, I know this, that the dedication you put in, the passion for healing, and the unwavering commitment to your patients make you stand out every single day. We here at KIBA, we believe in excellence in business, leadership, and service to others. I want to tell you all what KIBA is all about. KIBA is the KwaZulu-Natal International Business Association. You probably go into your Google, go onto Facebook, and you know the work we're doing. We're moving this day after tomorrow to the Northwest, where the President of the country has asked us, KIBA, to come across in the Northwest and do school shoes for learners that don't have shoes. So I'm going to go out this Sunday to the Northwest, in this cold place, and carry my warms. Because we believe that we must serve. And you guys, I know, also serve. And that's why you deserve a round of applause. By sponsoring this evening, we are proud to support those who go above and beyond with quality. Addington Hospital, through its exceptional team, is more than just a hospital. It's a beacon of care and dedication. I was, at some part of my life, a member of parliament, and Addington Hospital happened to fall in my constituency. And that's how come I got in touch with Dr. Sangisa, who mentioned that I've been so long involved. After I even left my service as a member of parliament, I still continue providing the service in those areas that I know that needs help. And one of them is Addington Hospital. Because I believe that you guys give your best for the people that come to you. This award elevates the hospital and reputation in the community, and it inspires every staff member to thrive for greater heights. So these awards are just not awards that you're going to put on your wall and buy it every day. As Dr. Sangeeta said, that we might be taking some pictures and putting in the status. So people are going to see that if I do well, I'll be acknowledged, I'll receive an award. That's what it's all about. Acknowledgement. The President, earlier this week, I think, did some awards as well for people that have excelled in giving the country, putting the country first. Sports people and so forth. So we are here today, in the same week, also to award you for excellence. To the Addington team, you're an inspiration. Tonight, we celebrate you. We celebrate you and your incredible impact you make on countless lives. Keep serving the people that come to you. And I can tell you this. I'm not a pastor, but God will bless you. Thank you.
Right, colleagues, we are moving quite quickly, I hope so, that we get to our homes before 9 o'clock. No, I'm looking at the clock. All right, we are now going to move on to item number 6, where I have a bit of an apology as well. It's item number 6, where I call upon, it's written Mrs. Cindy Cleveland. It's not Mrs. It's Dr. Cindy Cleveland. Please, we need to acknowledge that. With so many titles around the problem, we needed to correct that. Thank you, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for honoring the invitation today. I'm delighted to be here with you. And as you heard earlier, KIBA had an opportunity to go to the children's clinic, and we were so inspired by the work that you do that a project started to take legs, and it grew, and it's still growing. And we decided to give the walls a coat of paint. And by virtue of KIBA's reputation, we were able to get the paint sponsored. And then the benefactor of this evening, Advocate Priya Hassan, unhesitatingly offered her crew to come and do the work. So when we heard about your achievements and had a chat with her about it, she was just so spontaneous and said, sure, let's do this. So it is indeed a pleasure to introduce to you Advocate Priya Hassan. Now, she did start off life as in the legal fraternity, but I think she was born with a very restless soul, and she wasn't quite content to do only legal stuff. Her mind was always, and still buzzes all the time. She's always coming up with new ideas and innovative ways of looking at things. And she then decided to form a company called Women of Africa. She's the CEO of Women of Africa. And her main focus was to show that women can be powerhouses in any field that they chose or choose. I think the age factor in this room is quite young. I grew up in the apartheid era, and I think Mr. Singh as well.
I'm young.
And I know you're young at heart.
Yeah.
I grew up in an apartheid era, and there were not many opportunities available to women of all races. Okay. And I do recall that getting an education in itself was something unique to women. And like Priya, I also had a few firsts in that I served as a member of parliament, like Mr. Singh. We worked together in Parliament for 20 years. I was a member of Parliament, and I had the distinct honor of being the first Indian woman on the opposition benches for 20 years. In addition to that, I became a double MP. I became a member of Parliament on the Pan-African Parliament as well. So when I read about, I've only known Priya, I think 2 years now. But when I read about her endeavors, not only in South Africa, but on the African continent, be it in Zimbabwe or Zambia, I could identify with her because I was working and still in contact with women from the continent, and we know the struggles it is to have any kind of career and acknowledgement. Now, Priya's business empire is vast. She's one hell of a rich lady, let me tell you that. It spans numerous sectors: energy, pharmaceutical, logistics, healthcare, and technology, to name a few. I don't know how she juggled all of these balls. And her philanthropic efforts actually knows no boundaries. Whether she is working with women in sport, a netball team in Zambia, or on the GBV desk here, she puts all her energy into that. Just as an aside, she's an honorary consul for Kazakhstan, and I think you have to tell us how that came about, because I'm just as curious as perhaps anyone else here. What I can say about her is that she steps up unhesitatingly and unconditionally. She's received numerous awards, and if I read it, you're not going to get home till midnight. But I can tell you she's received numerous awards, both nationally and internationally. But despite her status and her achievements, she remains grounded and humble. When she's not jet-setting and hiking in Peru or flying off to God knows where, she enjoys meditating and journaling. And I think, Priya, when's the book coming out? You've got to tell us that. She's a practicing Buddhist, a very proud mum to Taria, Alia, Inam, and a little friend she called Wilson, as well as a grandmum to Elora. So I've given you a picture of your patron for tonight. Please join me in welcoming Advocate Priya Hassan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to stand on the protocol of my big boss, Mr. Singh, and of course, I think it is very important that I acknowledge each and every one of you, first and foremost, our esteemed guests, our honored recipients. Madam Sandy, thank you for the intro. I'm going to tell you how I do it all. Of course, Doc, thank you for having me. It is such a pleasure to be part of this magnificent evening. You know, point of order, WA was not the sole sponsor to anything. We're a community. KIBA is a very strong community under great leadership. The work ethic, the passion of Mr. Singh, it just is seamless when it goes through the organization. And there's not a moment where none of us as members would stand up to him or our other boss, Sandy, and say no. We don't know how. And so being part of this event was really a no-brainer for me. And then how do I do all this? I have an excellent husband. Good. You just put it out there. I met him when I was 8. I caught him when I was 14, and I had him at every woman dreams big, but if you dream without the right partner, you often limp along. And I was one of those that was blessed. I drove a truck to put myself through university, so I know what it is like to struggle. I also come from the days of apartheid. I'm 55 this year, so I'm not as young as you. I'm just declaring that.
Looking 25.
That's why I love this thing so much.
Yes.
But when you come from struggle, when you come from nothing, you never fear losing it. Because you know what it's like to sleep on the floor and eat bacons and toast just to get through the days. And I had an amazing dad, a very strong dad who believed in his sons, not his daughter. I was the only daughter, and I'm so grateful to him. may his soul rest in peace, because he taught me the value of working and paying for your own education. And sadly, we are not raising a generation that's going to do this. The next generation seems very entitled.
Yes.
And I am trying desperately to change the work ethos of that, but it is a huge battle. So when private entities like me get an opportunity to partner and recognize individuals such as yourself, it is really not a difficult decision at all. I also want to thank our fellow committee member and of course another boss of mine, Hanif, for always stepping up every time with the delicious food that you will experience tonight. His food is a cuisine that is none other that can be competed with, so I must say in for a treat. But I want to thank him for his humility as well and for always saying yes. So tonight I'm going to do something unusual. I want you to stop. I want you to pause, not for a patient, not for a chart, not for a performance management review, not for an emergency. Just stop and receive. Because men and women in this room tonight have spent their careers giving and giving and giving. Giving knowledge, giving skill, giving time, giving themselves in ways that most people will never fully understand. And so tonight, on this extraordinary evening, now you can see my age because I'm eating chocolate.
Yeah.
We are not going to ask anything more. We are going to say we see you, we honor you, and we are profoundly, deeply grateful for you. So welcome to a night that belongs entirely to you.
Yes.
Let me tell you about this place, Addington, the Addington that I saw. I see that it stands on the view of over a century. Its wall seems to have absorbed the sound of millions of heartbeats, some beginning, some fading, many saved. It is a hospital that has never seen the luxury of selectivity. It opens its doors to everyone, the poorest of the poor, the most vulnerable, forgotten, and often the desperate. In a country where inequality cuts so deep, Addington is one of the places where a mother with nothing, absolutely nothing, I spoke for myself, can walk through that door and find a doctor, a nurse, or a person who will treat her child with the same expertise, the same dignity, and the same fierce commitment as any private hospital in South Africa today would do. That is not an accident. That is you. It has always been you, but you often don't get to see what I see. So when I walked through the doors of Addington and I walked through your ward, the children's ward, what Stanley is not telling you is on the same day, she brought boxes of Easter eggs. And we walked through the children's ward and we handed these out with Mr. Singh's hearts, because it was Valentine's. And what I saw made me feel so proud. No child felt unheard or unseen. Every nurse took the role of a mom, fiercely protective. And I, at that moment, realized how blessed we were to have people like you cover us and stand here for us. So I want to thank you. You choose public service. Let that also sink in. In a profession where many of your peers have offices in Sandton and fancy Umhlanga, you choose the public ward. You choose a patient with no medical need. You choose a system that is under-resourced, overstretched, and chronically unappreciated. But you show up day after day. Do you understand how rare that is? Do you understand what the choice says about who you are? It says everything. I want to speak for a moment about what no one sees. They don't see the doctor, the nurse, the administrator, the CEO, who stayed hours past the end of their shift because the patient was unstable or their colleague needed them, and handing over didn't feel right. They don't see the phone calls at midnight, not because it was required, but because something didn't sit right and you couldn't sleep, so you had to check in. They don't see the conversations in the corridors where you're stretching that budget. They don't see the conversations, the ones where your family is terrified and doesn't understand the diagnosis, and you sit down in a hallway on a broken plastic chair I saw them and the broken benches. And you explain it again, slowly, gently until they understand. They don't see what you carry home, the case that haunts you, the child you couldn't save, the decisions you made in seconds, which will live with you for years. Medicine is the only profession in the entire world where you can do everything right, absolutely everything within your power, and still lose. And then you're expected to walk right back into the next room, compose yourself, and begin again. That resilience that requires is not human. And yet here you are, human, and doing it anyway. I want to name something that doesn't get named enough in these rooms, the grief that doctors carry. The accumulated weight bearing witness to suffering, year after year in a system that doesn't always give you what you need to do your best at work. You work with broken equipment, I know, broken systems, and somehow you refuse to let your patients see that you've been broken. This is not professionalism. It is a form of love. So you are those quiet heroes. I want to challenge a narrative tonight. There is a story told quietly, insidiously, that the best doctors leave, that public service is where careers go when private medicine doesn't work out, that the public hospital is a stepping stone, not a destination. That story is a lie, and tonight we will bury it. The doctors, nurses, administrators, managers in this room are not here because they couldn't do something else. They are here because they chose something greater, something far more powerful. They are here because they understood, perhaps better than anyone, that medicine practiced only for those who can afford it is not medicine in its highest calling. That is commerce. True medicine, medicine in its most powerful, most ancient, most sacred form is practiced when the need is the greatest. And the need is greatest at Adlington. Every morning, when you walk through those doors, you are making a statement. You are saying the life of a person without money is worth the same as any other life. You are saying expertise belongs to everyone. You are saying I'm here, not for the reward, but for the work itself. That is what a hero and a heroine looks like. Not in a cape, it's with a stethoscope, or a book, or gloves, and a choice. I want to talk to you about what you are building, even when it doesn't feel like a building. Every person in this room is leaving a legacy, not in a marble or monuments, but in every person, in the patients who went home, in the children who grew up because of what you did, in the medical students and interns you watched walk through those doors and decided, I want to be that kind of doctor. You are the standard. You're what the next generation is measuring itself against. Think about the young medical student, fresh from medical school, terrified in their first night shift. I have a best friend that was there with you. They look at you, they study how you move through crisis, how you speak to a patient, how you hold your composure, even when everything is falling apart. You are teaching them what medicine looks like when it is practiced with integrity, with compassion, and with excellence. Not for the applause, but because that is who you are. South Africa needs more of you. Not just more doctors, more nurses, more of you. More people who understand that service is not a sacrifice. It is significance. The most meaningful lives are not the ones lived in comfort. They are the ones lived in contribution. And you, every single one of you in this room tonight, are living a life of extraordinary contribution. So before I close, I want to ask you one final thing. Think of that one patient, that one face, that one name, if you remember it. One moment where you knew in the marrow of your bones that you made a difference. Hold that moment. Because that moment, that one moment, is why you do this every single day. And there are thousands of those moments in every one of your careers. Thousands of people who walk through the doors of Addington, alive, healed, or simply held on with dignity in their most vulnerable hour because you were there. The world will not always thank you adequately, but we at KIBA will certainly try to tonight. The system will not always support the way it should do. The resources will always not be enough, and you will carry things that others cannot imagine. But know this, what you do matters. It matters more than you know. It matters more than any award can capture. It matters in the deepest, most enduring way that human work can matter. You are the reason Addington Hospital is not just a building. It is a place of home. So tonight, we celebrate you. Tomorrow, we will cheer you on. And always and always and always, we stand in awe of everything that you do. On behalf of every patient who never got to say it properly, thank you. On behalf of every family who went home whole because of you, thank you. On behalf of every nation that needs you more than it knows, thank you. On behalf of Women of Africa and KZN International Business Association, thank you for allowing us to be part of this incredible moment with you. On a special note, I do want to say, Mr. Singh, that WA has decided we shall also give a cash award to the recipients tonight. Just something small so that they can go back and spend time also giving themselves something small to remember tonight. So again, it is indeed a true pleasure to be part of your host guests tonight. And I want to thank my KIBA family for always reaching out to me. I am so proud of the incredible work you do. And it is events like this that make me think, why did I start Women of Africa? It's because this is the way we want to give back. This is what we love doing. And thank you for letting us be part of it.
I would like to thank Dr. Hassan for this empowering speech. I would also request that I would call upon Mr. Solusha from the Post Board to give a message of support. Mr. Solusha, thank you.